What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with the How to Get Away with Murder review. If you're new, subscribe, like, share, comment, all of that. Let's just get into it. This episode really was about Michaela and Connor actually showing how great of a friendship that they really had. I'm gonna just get into it. I ain't gonna go scene by scene because it was all over the place, and honestly. So basically what happened in this episode, Tegan wanted to represent both, Connor as well as Michaela. However, both of their parents had done stepped in. Michaela had done called her daddy. He got a big shot lawyer named Kendra something. Connor called his mother and father, and he had his own attorney. So Tegan and Bonnie plan was just dismantled from the get-go. So it was so crazy because during the bail hearing, because early in the episode, Frank had came to get Oliver so they can leave, and Oliver ended up confessing that he was the one that actually killed Asher. So during the bail hearing, it appeared like, everybody was about to get off. It seemed like all three lawyers, Bonnie, Connor's attorney, as well as Michaela's attorney, they both had great arguing points as to why all three clients should be released on bail, etc., etc. And then the DA played a recording from Asher basically saying they know that I'm an informant, I might be in trouble. And so that kind of put motive in their mind again. And then Bonnie stood up and said, my client was under the influence, which caused him to admit to a crime that he didn't do. So Oliver charges was dropped right then and there, but Michaela and Connor, they had to sit in jail. Bail was denied. So that was that. So now it's time to negotiate plea deals. I kind of felt like during the process, I felt like both Connor and Michaela was too smart to sign it, because the thing where they said if they sign the plea deal, they would give them immunity, but if they don't, then they'll get 5 years per charge, and it was like 12 charges, and they was going for the maximum sentence, which was life. And Michaela was like, you both of them said the same thing. You ain't got nothing on me because you got the ASA here. So that lets us know that everything you got is just circumstance. You're just trying to piece together things. So the DA was like, look, we're going to give y'all and see, my thing was, anytime you guilty or they don't have all the facts together and they offer you immunity, that should let you know that they don't have nothing. So nevertheless, both Michaela and Connor, they both negotiate the same deal. Basically, they both get equal protection, whether they sign the deal or not. And, so they end up signing the deal to testify against Annalise. But it was so crazy because DA wanted them to admit to killing Sam Keating, and it was like, no, that was Wes. Like, that was Wes, but I don't know. Part of me feels like they got something up their sleeve as how they gonna ruin this whole court case in my mind, because it just didn't make any sense. For obviously the police have not done any of their homework to want both of them to confess for killing Sam Keating, when they actually didn't. So obviously they don't got nothing solid, and then they just gonna let them walk on the whole Asher murder charge. Part of me feel like Asher killed himself, because this episode they give us a flashback of when Asher went to go and see Bonnie, and she put 1 and 2 together, called Frank. Asher's the informant, things like that. But and so the whole time Asher was trying to get somebody to confess on camera, but it wasn't going down. It was just too smart and saying we were just good friends, or you under the influence and things of that nature. So yeah, but I will say I think Asher killed himself. I don't think Frank did it, unless the only other person in my mind that probably killed Asher would be, this gonna sound crazy, because we know Wes back, or at least we believe Wes back. It was either Wes or Laurel, because they found out that Asher is actually the FBI mode. So that's, those are the only two people in my mind I can kind of see killing Asher, unless he killed himself. But nevertheless, let's move on out to Mexico with Annalise. Annalise on the run. Viola Davis, she take every role she plays serious. Beginning of the show, she threw the wig away while the kids was getting booked and processed. She was sporting a small afro, sweating, drinking sweet tea out there in Mexico, just looking like she's scared for her life. Now, of course, in the middle of all of this, transporting a young lady who came to pick her to take her to her next location, told Annalise, we got to hurry up because we believe they know you there. So we find out in the end of the episode that Michaela daddy done snitched to the DA about what Annalise could be found. And so long story short, Annalise did refuse to get in the car, and the police in Mexico pretty much said you want to arrest and yada, yada, yada. And so here's the thing. Michaela daddy, it's weird. Like, what would be his motive for turning Annalise in? Especially if he's as smart as he think he is. Because here's the thing. Just like he was telling Michaela, when Michaela was asking him, should she sign the plea deal? And he was like, yeah, you should. You know what I'm saying? You're not white. The jury gonna, treat you different and yada, yada, yada. Just giving her the whole spiel, the whole racial rundown. But see, my thing, and she was like, but I'm not gonna be able to be an attorney anymore. I'm charged with 12 felonies. And he was like, I use every contact I have. You can change your last name. We will make sure that you become a lawyer. My thing of it is, I don't know how good of an idea. Now, we know Annalise gonna die, but we know that. So part of me feel like he's gonna have to be the one to kill her because he's trying to do all this for Michaela. But, not just me thinking out loud. But the thing about him turning Annalise in is this. You can't forget that she's an attorney. You cannot forget that she actually knows the truth about each and every last one of those murders or killings or whatever it is that because they laid out everybody who's been murdered. The Keaton 5 murder. Annalise has no blood on her hands. She know who killed every single person, but he don't know that. And Michaela was trying to tell him that this is not all on Annalise. This is some of us too. And so I don't know. Annalise could get them immunity deals thrown out, but more than that, I just don't think he thought it through as to why bringing Annalise in will help Michaela get out of the situation in. Because we understand they want Annalise, but we also understand the type of lawyer that she is. She went up to the Supreme Court, won a case for Frank Dad. And well, not Frank, but Nate Dad. She done did all of those things. So in my mind, I'm like, she bigger and better than you can ever be. You just got more money. But I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what I truly believe in the end with Asher. I believe it's gonna either be Laurel and Wes who kills him, or he's just gonna kill himself. Because I just can't really see nobody else killing him. Like, it just really don't make sense. And I do feel like Michaela and Connor got something up their sleeve as far as how they gonna deal with this whole process they're going through, even when they sign immunity deals, because basically they got tricked into doing the same thing, even when they thought they was doing something for one another. Like, so I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Tegan was thrown off when she found out Annalise left. Nate, he trying to play the big boy role, telling Bonnie that he only said he was done with Annalise. He ain't done with doing what's right. And so, Bonnie was like, well, then go and turn yourself in if you want to do what's right. You killed Miller, not Annalise, because, the DA was coming up with conspiracies that the wedding was a distraction just so DA Miller could be killed. It was just, once again, I just don't see the value in Michaela father turning Annalise in, because all of the evidence that they trying to put together as to why Annalise did X, Y, and Z is just going to blow up in their face. And he was sitting there the whole time while they was laying out every murder and what they believed to happen. And his daughter just sitting there fighting back and forth with the DA like, this all circumstance. You ain't got nothing solid. And I'm just like, bruh, she the closest thing to a lawyer that you probably gonna see besides the lady you hired. Listen to what she's saying. And her lawyer was just sitting there like, go ahead and school them. Go ahead and school them because you know what you're talking about. So, I don't know. I just don't see it. I guess he thinking he doing good, but you got to be, just because you got money, you still got to be 2 and 3 steps ahead of the competition, man. But that's pretty much all I got, I believe. I forgot about this. So, what the boy name? Asher, before he died, he played back the recording and realized ain't nobody give him nothing. He threw the phone up against the wall and he go to Gabriel's apartment and asked Gabriel to use his cell phone and give him the $64,000 check. Early in the show, they did go and question Gabriel about, possibly did he kill Asher, and he was just, which was so crazy because everybody else in jail in handcuffs being questioned, but you question this man in his house. And then they say you just called us 2 or 3 hours ago asking us, is it possible that Asher killed your father? And I don't know. So I don't see Gabriel killing him, especially now. I mean, I don't know. I think it's gonna be coming out of left field, and it's gonna be Laurel or West killing everybody, just killing Asher and killing Annalise. I mean, I just can't see it no other way. But y'all let me know what y'all thought in the comment sections down low. If you're new, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. I'm out of here.